I'm Daniel.
And I'm Dan.
And we are the Chorus Crafters. We're a company based in Austin, Texas.
And it is our mission to tell your love story through song.
Yeah, so Dan and I actually started working together. So I am a producer and engineer by trade, and Dan is a singer-songwriter, performing for a long time. And so we partnered up through a mutual friend that I had worked with for some production work to actually work on his personal stuff. And as we developed a relationship, we realized that we clicked really well, both on a personal level, but also on a kind of entrepreneurial level as well. And Dan had a little bit of success in terms of selling custom songs to some people in his network, and had the business idea of scaling that process out. We're musicians, we're artists by trade, and so emotionality is like core to what we do every day. And so to be able to take that skill set and then apply that to people that could really benefit from that perspective and from those skills, just felt like the right fit.
Yeah, totally. It's really our belief that everybody, no matter who you are, has a song inside of them. And when folks are getting married, their love story is completely unique to them. And so why should you have a generic copy and paste song to go along with your biggest day and hopefully the beautiful wedding film that is captured? You want to have a song that goes along with your video that feels fully yours, that tells your story and is professionally produced. It's really our belief that every person, every couple has a story to tell, and everyone's love story is unique. So why should the wedding song that goes with their wedding video not be unique as well? So yeah, we really feel a lot of pride in being able to call on our 10 plus years as professional musicians to create a love song that's fully based on the couple in front of us, and do it in a good way so that they feel just like their moment and their story is encapsulated in the song that we provide. So yeah, our process is pretty simple. Every song starts with hopping on an introductory call where we basically take a bunch of notes on the couple's love story. So things like core memories together, even nicknames, inside jokes. We're basically just trying to, get as much like raw material and paint on the canvas as we can. And then basically I will take all of the material, all the information from that introductory call, and I'll spin it into the first draft of a song. And then after we create that first draft of a song, there's one round of edits that's possible. So I'll circle back with the couple and say, hey, here's the first draft lyric-wise of what we're doing. And they might either say, that's amazing, let's sign off and move into production. Or they might say, hey, let's tweak a line here, or let's tweak a word here. Once we land on that final version, then Daniel and I step into the studio, and you could share about what comes next.
Yeah, so we take a pretty old school approach to how we produce our songs out. We definitely do the studio model. So once Dan finishes writing that song with all the unique elements for that couple, we'll generally spend about a day with Dan tracking his vocal through a microphone at our home studio. And then from there, for the next couple days, I will fill out and record all of the other instrumentation around that track, including guitars, bass, drums, keyboards, basically everything that's required based off of what the song is, to bring it to its fullest version. And that's different for every track. Some songs that's as simple as a vocal and a guitar, and for other tracks, it requires a little bit more instrumentation. But either way, we do everything in-house ourselves in terms of the tracking and the capturing of that audio. And then I'll spend another day engineering, meaning I'll get in there, edit everything, produce it out, mix and master it so that it comes out professionally polished, according to all the traditional standards that we apply to music production.
So we can do basically one of two ways, and it really just depends on the couple and their bandwidth. It's always an option for each couple to hop directly on a call with us and have a conversation and get clear on all the aspects of their love. And it's also another option for some couples where maybe they're super tight on time and they still want, their custom song to fully reflect their story, but they'd, prefer to just fill out an intake form and answer our questions that way. Either one is an option. But yeah, it's never like a lengthy process of multiple calls. It's typically in one call, we can get all the information that we need to go to start rolling on the project.
Yeah, and every couple is different in terms of the balance of their time versus how much intention they want to put into seeding the ground for the song. I think something that both Dan and I pride ourselves on in terms of our musical background is that we're both emotionally forward people in terms of how we approach the production and songwriting process. And so I think we're pretty effective at being able to tap into the spirit of the people that we're talking to translate that. So that allows us to be both efficient with time, but also still capture the warmth that people are looking to have about their story.
And typically in that intake process as well, there's a moment where we'll ask, hey, who are your favorite artists? Who are, some reference tracks that we can listen to? That way we're not at all doing any cut and paste, but it'll help inform both of us from a vibe and feel perspective to make sure that it's lining up in the way that the couple wants.
I guess it's a good thing to bring up too. We've done all kinds of different genres. So we just did a track that was a full-on reggae song.
Yep.
We've done country. We've done what else have we done? We've done like pop stuff. We've done rock songs. We even did a goth new wave song, a goth post-punk new wave song for somebody. So we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah. I feel both Daniel and I are confident in that, whatever the couple wants in terms of genre, we can deliver on. So, yeah.
I think y'all brought up a really good point as far as giving the couples an option for variety in the music that you guys create. And so as part of that, and to go on top of that, I see on your website that you do work with other artists. And so tell us a little bit more about those people, how do you bring them into your circle? And just tell us a little bit more about what offers that you have with them, what collaborations you have with them.
So being that, both Daniel and I are Austin-based musicians, we have a network of other artists that, are highly respected in the field and whose work has a lot of integrity and shares the same values as we do. And so part of the beauty of having both our own individual projects as musicians is we can call on those artists to help with, let's say, a couple that's hey, we really want a female neo-soul vocal, or hey, we want a fully country, soprano vocal from a woman, or whatever it is that might be outside of what we can do ourselves. We can still call on those musicians and know that they're going to deliver with a ton of integrity.
Yeah, and our networks are pretty wide because, like Dan mentioned, we both are, beyond just what we do in the Chorus Crafters, actively working musicians. That means we're playing shows all the time. We're always networking with new people, and we have sort of this wide network of established professional musicians already across a diverse array of genres, including R&B, electronic music, hip hop, country, anything you can really imagine. So to Dan's point, we're able to really niche down into any kind of sound that somebody wants, whether it's us being able to create that ourselves or contracting out. And the other part of that too that I think would be important for us to mention is part of the mission of the Chorus Crafters is, yes, obviously couples front and center, and that's our number one priority. But another mission that we have is creating more opportunities for people in the arts and for people in music specifically at a time where it's really hard to make a living as a musician. It's our goal to try to create more opportunities for artists to get paying work and to do meaningful work.
Totally. And to kind of dovetail into that, a lot of artists nowadays, are trying to make money off of streaming, for example, and it's they're getting get paid, pennies on the dollar for streams. And so part of our mission as well, to Daniel's point, is how can we support artists in actually getting paid well for their songwriting prowess or their, vocal work or whatever it is that we're subcontracting out for. We want to make sure that artists are really getting compensated in a way that feels good.
Part of the benefit of the service that we provide, we talked about this at the beginning, part of the benefit of the service that we provide is that we truly believe that your big day should be all about you from top to bottom. And we've identified that a problem that a lot of people have when they have their wedding videography come back, or even as a videographer, that it's hard to find bespoke music that doesn't cost an arm and a leg because it's licensed music that requires a lot of money to procure, but also doesn't feel generic. Can be a big issue both for couples and for the videographers that serve them. And so for us, we want to provide something that is truly custom tailored, just like everything else is at the wedding, for that couple to feel meaningful. And to go alongside, artistically, to go alongside a cohesive full product, both from the video and from the audio perspective that reflects them, their journey, and their life.
Hey guys, we're super excited to partner with MobilBoheme, and we'll see you out there soon.